What's up, watchers? Magnus here, and today we are back with Absolute Sword Sense, episode 141. So yeah, let's freaking go. The heavens determine a person's ties. It's not something that anyone can stop. You, of all people, should understand at best, my son-in-law. So why not give these two your blessing? Wait, it's actually going to be harder to get his blessing than her father? Like, no way. We received my father's permission, but I'd forgotten that's not the end of it. It was under the pretense of a test, but my father did put his son through hell. Yo, you expecting... you expecting his dad to put you through hell as well? Yeah, I kind of doubt that. Will he really allow it? Don't worry, Lady Sama. If you two are in love, then who am I to stop you? Like, this is like the normal Yo, could you imagine if like the main character... What? You're not even gonna put her through anything? You don't want her dead, maybe? Not that I ever planned to in the first place. If you can love and cherish it... If you can love and cherish each other, isn't that enough? You mean? Then let's live happily together. It's like, yeah, you and my harem. Me and what? I'm glad to see you so happy. Will you be leaving soon? Yes, unfortunately. Leave where? Leave? Leave? Where to? I'm sure the others are still looking for me. I've delayed my return long enough. It's time to regroup with everyone. And it's also time to get this stupid ass disguise off. Ah, the revered fourth must be worried sick. It's a shame we can't stay longer. We've only just got acquainted. That's okay. There will be plenty of chances down the road to meet again. Hey, no death flags. Young, thank you for looking after this old man. I hope to see you again. I'll definitely be back to visit. Please stay healthy. Young master, may I talk to you for a moment? What is all this? The Grand Master asked me to prepare for your departure. How did he know I was leaving? It's going to be a long trip. This is the least I could do to help. Wait a second, how would we ever... You didn't even know I was leaving like 5 seconds ago. Minute ago. The walls have ears. Sure thing. I could have handled it myself though. Every parent desires to take care of their child in any way they can. Take care of yourself. And always remember that you can come to me for help. Thank you, Father. Please take care. See you all again soon. Like, you just met your father, like, after so much time. Pretty much never met him before. It's like, yeah, hi, bye. Oh. I get that it's important that I have to get back, like, to get control over the demonic troops, but, like, come on. How is the revered fourth doing? The sixth blood star, the blood witch, Bak Hahan. Hahan. He went out on multiple searches with the twins, but what? But seems that he's finally given up. The revered second must have gotten through to him. The blood witch's apprentice, Yebadam. Brother Ha, you've done enough. You've wasted enough time. Keep your mouth shut, Brother Seo. This is the second time this has happened. I failed to protect the blood god twice now. Back then. And this time as well. But I somehow managed to be the one to survive every time. But that's no reason to let it happen a third time, Brother Ha. I'm done. The third time you say, he's like, there is no blood god. How much time is left until the blood cult assembly? Yo, dude is going to show up right as they're going to pick the blood god. It's like, hey, nah, it's me. I get that you guys are fighting over the blood god thing and all, but like, you're not even in the race. Like, it's me. Roughly a month. A month. That's more than enough time to train the twins. I'm sorry, Brother High. I said all this despite owing him so much. You're more than welcome to take your frustrations out on me, Brother High. What? Just use as a punching bag? Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Starts punching him. Hey, I wasn't serious. Well, you weren't. Why would you say that? This is fine. Losing my left arm to the unholy lunar blade was heartbreaking, but things worked out for us in the end. It was an unfortunate setback to lose the real blood sword, but there's nothing we can do about it now. And I doubt he young Baek knows not. And I doubt young Baek knows. Not that it would change anything, even if she did. The tide is turning in our favor. How so? Everything is coming together with Lady Riona back at the center. That is why I must deal with any potential obstacle. Since the unholy lunar blade was the one who took him, his chances of survival are low. Oh yes, she's like, but not zero. But in the unlikely event that he did survive, I must do what I can to buy us more time. 2 weeks later. What's with those scratch marks? It's like someone tore into it. Someone destroyed the coded message. Coded message. Now there's no way for us to regroup with the other. Huh? Is there really no other way? Of course there is. I took a look around and something's off. Have all the codes been destroyed? Yes, and there's not a single person around. Usually they'd leave at least one person behind to serve as a contact point. That's strange. Who would do something like this? How would you not know this? It's so obvious. The Blood Cult had to switch locations of its main base to evade the Warrior Federation. So coded messages were left behind to help members find their way to the relocated base. If an outside force had discovered it, they would have taken the whole thing to try to decipher it. But these scratches tell me that someone deliberately destroyed them. Which can only mean one thing. Someone is trying to prevent me from regrouping with the others. What are you thinking about so intensely? Also, why are you still wearing that eye patch? I was just trying to figure out if there's a way for us to locate where the others are. I guess he still can't control his golden eye. Oh wait, no, maybe it's just golden. And I just came up with an idea. We should hurry. Oh really? The one responsible would have had to be someone determined to make Rion Habak the blood god. The blood witch must be the one behind this. What are you doing, Lady Sama? Nah, just marking my territory. No, nothing much. She's a ghoul. I'm just marking you as mine. Look at them bite marks. Yo, I want a new panel and I want like blood to like marking me. Who in the world would bite someone to mark them? Me. I would. I see. Yeah. Sweening County? Sweening? Southwest of Honam Province. Halt! What brings you outsiders this deep in the mountains? I wasn't exactly expecting a friendly welcome, but could you put away your weapons? I am not an enemy. As if we'd believe that. Toss your blade aside first. Yo, even if I toss my blade aside, like I'm just like way above you guys. Then maybe we can talk. I'm simply here to see an acquaintance. Isn't someone by the name of Songuno here? Bastard! You're undoubtedly sent by the Lunar Blossoms. What? Who? Trying to go for my weak spot, are you? Blind spot. He caught the blade with just his fingers. Yeah, this is like the time where you guys just like release them swords, throw them to the ground. Damn, we should help now. Whoa, what did you just... What did you just do? Just some brain control. Don't worry, I just put them to sleep for a bit. Just some compulsion. I'm not from the Lunar Blossoms, nor do I have anything to do with the First Blood Star. In fact, I'm the one who informed Master No about his sister's whereabouts. Is that true? I would need some sort of proof to believe you. Dude, I just took out everyone and I let you stay because I thought you had at least some brain. He's already being patient and going easy on you. Isn't that enough to show we're on the same side? Yeah, that's kind of true. Please send him this message. Initiate Wunwi, Saw from the Valley of Flesh and Blood, wishes to see him. What? Wunwi Saw came to see me. Master of the Blood Wolves, Seonguno. Hey, of course I did. Why wouldn't I come to see you? Need your tracking skills. Take it one way. To the parasite. Congratulations on safely completing your first mission. Someone like you, who was referred to as a black sheep, would surely know how to drink, no? Thank you. Master No. One way. I received an order from the main sect. They wish to send you to spy on the Warrior Federation. Is that so? Then I will do as commanded. Tell me if there's anything you'd like to do beforehand. You still have a few weeks before deployment. Don't you still have family in Yulong Prefecture? I can't allow you to see them in person, but a few letters back and forth should be fine. The only person I can call family is my younger sister, but she probably thinks that I'm dead. While I appreciate the offer, I must politely decline. It's better that way. It's better this way. I will be nothing but an obstacle in her life anyway. You must care deeply for your sister. I too was once like that. Unfortunately, she and my family were taken from me by the killers, sent by the Warrior Federation. This was a long time ago, so I don't feel much of anything now. But for whatever reason, I recently started thinking about them again. If my sister were alive and I wasn't tied down to the blood cult, maybe we could have returned home together and lived a different life. Where is your home? Sweening County, to the southwest of Honam. There are mountains there with beautiful views. I'll ask you one last time. Are you sure you don't want to reach out to your sister? You won't be able to do much of anything after you're dead. I'm at a loss for words. The level of kindness you're showing a low-rank warrior like me. But I do genuinely believe that it would be better for her to think that I'm dead. I say, if that is your wish, would you like another drink? Yes, sir. During his past life, Wunwi was treated like disposable trash wherever he went. But Master Seonguno was the only one who interacted with him as if he were still human. And so Seonguno was the only person the past Wunwi served with all his heart. Wunwi saw. Hello, Master No. It's been a while, as I expected. Brother, Stay back. She must be his sister, who was kidnapped by the upper lunar blossoms. Judging by the scars on his face, he must have attempted a solo rescue. That's very much like the Seonguno I know. I'm glad to see you've been reunited with your sister. Yo, dude, chill. Did he just like block that with his hand? Seongu, just don't, okay? Joyoung, do you even know who you've let into this place? I just told you, sir, this is the mid-rank initiate, who we saw from. Impossible! That child had a broken spirit core and was unable to learn any sort of martial arts. You're trying to tell me someone like him was able to reach this level of skill in just 2 years? There's no way that can be true. He must be someone else wearing a disguise. That's the expected reaction from someone who doesn't know what happened to me. I received treatment from the omnipotent healer with the help of my master. Who could your master possibly be that you would even be permitted to see the omnipotent healer? The golden blood form of the revered fourth. Then Akcheon High, the unpredictable beast, is my master. Do you believe me now? Seonguno, the former master of the Blood Wolves, is honored to be in the presence of the revered fourth apprentice. Yo, that's not my title. What? It's Blood God. Former master. He's not one anymore. Something must have happened while he was rescuing his sister. Do you remember your do you remember our promise? Of course, sir. However, if everything you just told me is true, I will owe you a great debt regardless of our deal. I'm currently on the run, but I would never go back on our promise. On the run? You're living at home? but what business does the revered fourth apprentice have with me? Circumstances have led to me falling out of contact with the main sect for about a month. I'm trying to regroup with them, but it seems they've moved to a different location and the passwords have been destroyed. I'd like to know the location of the new headquarters and what's been going on with the cult. I see. And I'll begin by filling you in on what's been happening. Not too long ago, the Warrior Federation declared that it would eradicate the blood cult. Shortly after the declaration, Lady Riona Bach sent out the blood gods summons to all of our members, scheduling an assembly at the mountains in Guangxi in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks? Then we should hurry. You should come with us. That might be a bit difficult, sir. I've fallen out of favor with the First Blood Star after I rescued my sister from the upper lunar blossoms. Ever since then, I've left my position as the master of the Blood Wolves and have been on the run. You may be the apprentice of the revered fourth, but the First Blood Star is backed by Lady Hyayang Bak. If you were to take me with you, you might incur the wrath of Lady Hyayang. That won't happen. It was like, I outrank her. It's like, that won't happen. His hair has turned red. Because I am the Blood God. I'm sure you recognize this blade. That red glow, it's undoubtedly the Blood Sword. And the one who wields it is the Blood God. I'm unworthy of being in the presence of the Blood God. You've served as the master of the Blood Wolves since the days of my predecessor. No one has as close a tie to the wolves as you do. So as the Blood God, I command you, the two of you will return to your posts as the master and second in command of the Blood Wolves. And from this moment on, the Blood Wolves will serve as the personal bodyguards of the Blood God. Bodyguards? This should make it so you no longer need to flee from the First Blood Star. you'll also be able to keep your sister safe. And I promise to give you the chance to personally resolve your issues with the first Blood Star. Sounds like a good deal, don't it? As you command, Blood God. Well, because he treated Wunmi well in his past life. Yeah. My former master always said to treat others with respect, as you never know what could happen. Do you ever talk about anything other than your old master? We will make our way to Guangxi once preparations are complete. I hope you will all serve me well. Praise be to the Blood God. May the world run red with blood. We will do as you command. Roughly 2 weeks later. Shit. In the mountains near Guangxi. Yeah, they're about to like have this stupid ass fight, right? More than 10,000 members of the Blood Cult gathered after hearing the news of the birth of a new Blood God. It's like, yeah, I'm here. They even colored her hair. I'm joking. I always thought you were lacking in skills, but it seems you managed to reach the 5th stage of the Blood Commander. If you can do it, then so can I, sister. That should go without saying. I appreciate that you so graciously acknowledged me. What on earth are you talking about? Since you responded to my summons, does that not mean you recognize me as the Blood God? This bitch cray cray. Recognize you? I'm afraid you're sorely mistaken. You really think you're deserving of such a title? We need to unite ourselves to fight back against those Justice Faction bastards. What can you possibly do with your pitiful level of power? If power were the only thing we needed, then one of the revered four should be leading the Blood Cult, not us. If anything, you should be the one who should learn your place and not covet a position that's ill-suited for you, sister. The wielder of the blood sword is the Blood God. That is the law of our cult. Yeah, okay, so take out the sword. Show me. Oh, seems there's no end to your bluffing. Because I have the blood sword. Her sword is glowing red. Also fake. A fake sword wouldn't be able to handle the power of the Blood Commander. So go ahead. Let your power flow through your blade. The real thing should at least be able to handle that much, right? Holy shit. She called you on it. When we just like, sorry I'm late to the party, you guys, but who's sitting on my throne? The Blood God summons calls for the gathering of all members of the Blood Cult under the authority of the Blood God. But there's one secret to the summons that not many people know about. On the corner of the summons is a seal that resembles a stamp. In actuality, the seal comes from an engraving on the blade of the blood sword. Youngbog knew this very well. Or it was more so that she had no choice but to know. Because the sight of her mother caring more for this red piece of paper than her own starving daughter was carved into her mind. Damn. That's why she still remembers the writing and the seal on the paper, as clear as day. But it wasn't until she was much older that she learned what that piece of paper actually was. The seal on this summons is a fake. They didn't even try to imitate the real thing. But I guess there's no point in simply trying to tell people that the Rihanna sword is a fake. What do you mean? Think about it. That blood witch won't sit idly by with her mouth shut. That's true. I'm sure she'll try everything she can to deflect. And more importantly, the attitude of the other revered four and the blood stars. There's no way they haven't noticed that the seal is fake. Which means that they're determined to have Rihanna sit on the throne regardless of whether her sword is fake or not. And it's not like time is on our side when the Warrior Federation has declared its intent to annihilate us. But thanks to that, we've been given a chance. After all, we have this. Once I dye this fake blood sword red and hold it up high. Everyone will believe that this is the real one. After all, there's only one sword in the world that can withstand the blood command art. Why haven't you drawn your sword? But like, if she's using blood command arts right now, it should be destroyed though, right? Like, and this is not just light. Why haven't you drawn your sword? Someone like you, who's reached the 5th stage of the blood command art, should easily be able to make the real blood sword glow red. No? Is it that you won't do it? Or is it that you can't? Things were proceeding as Hyang-Bak had predicted. The sword in her hand appeared to be the real thing. Second blood Sarwagyu. The revered third, Jae-Young-gu. Everyone, including Ryona-Bak's aides, was stunned and unable to move. All except one person. Revered fourth. This is fake. What have you done to him? What the hell have you done to Wunwi? Oh yeah, because he thinks the sword is real. Yo, that's hilarious. Akjian knew that Ryona-Bak's sword was a fake. Okay, so he knew it was a fake. No wait, he knew Ryona's sword was a fake, but he didn't know the other one. Okay. And he even knew who had the real one. Wunwi. It was his apprentice Wunwi Saw who had the real blood sword in his possession. That meant that if the blood sword Hyang-Bak held was real, yeah. Then Akjian-Ha's fears had become reality. The problem with this, however, was that Hyang-Bak was unaware of any of this. Why are you bringing him up in this situation? Don't you dare act like you don't know. The Revered Fourth's reaction completely caught everyone off guard. Yo, does Wunwi have to like, hey Akjian, hey master, what's up? What? And because of his actions that lined up to his title of Unpredictable Beast, the hopes of resolving this issue without bloodshed was gone. Were shattered in an instant. Where is that Wunwi? Nah. Or rather, they were almost shattered. Yeah, almost. Wunwi. That was the blood command art. There's someone else besides us who can use the blood command art. Oh yeah, the real blood god. Ha! I should have known. Of course. How many times did I tell you all that he's still alive? I, Akjian-Ha, the revered fourth, am honored to greet the blood god. Hey. So, perfect timing. Thank you for returning to us in one piece. But what happened to your eye? Not important. I'll explain later. Sir, for now, please get up and stand by my side. After all, you are the blood god's teacher, are you not? If that is your wish. Oh, don't just stand there. Kneel. The wielder of the true blood sword has arrived. Now that the blood god has returned, I must return to his side. Yeah. Hey. Fort Bloodstar. I will also join him. You as well, revered second. I was only backing the next best choice because of his absence. I was only backing the next best choice because of his absence. Oh, yeah. What is the meaning of this? Explain yourself. Why do you look like that? What do you think? Unlike the others, Hyang-Bak never knew that I carry the blood of the blood god, just as she does. And there was never any need to tell her either. That's the expected reaction of someone who's faced with Yet another contender to the throne. Hey, no contender. You're not a contender. I regret not telling you before. But my mother was from the Soaring Shadows, and I'm also a descendant of the Blood God. Soaring Shadows. That's the lineage of the first Blood God. And what? And that's sorted. Enough pleasantries. I, Wunwi Jin, am the wielder of the real blood sword. In accordance with our laws and traditions, pledge loyalty to me. Sir, please wait. His voice. Is that you, Blood Witch? If you interfere now, later on, I will become nothing more than a laughingstock. If you could please. That matters more to you than my safe return. Yeah, here we go. Nice try. You can afford to wait, can you not? After all, we have much to discuss. Discuss? So you better prepare yourself. Damn, all that plan is gone to waste. So, you're the same as me. Your sword is also fake, nearly identical to the real thing. Any skilled blacksmith can create a replica. Yeah, we use this as a way to determine who can lead us. Let me ask you all this question. Oh my gosh, he's actually trying to do this. Has any blood god, after being accepted by the blood sword, ever succeeded in cleansing the world with blood? The warrior federation is holding a blade to our throat, and you're all standing there arguing about traditions and birthright. It's pathetic. What should matter is one's capacity to revive our blood cult. Well, what do you have to say to that? This. Your sword might look a little bit like the blood sword, but like, okay, come show you. You are correct, okay. However, you seem to misunderstand one thing, Lady Hyang. What? This isn't a fake. The reason I've been following our laws and traditions is that I wanted to avoid unnecessary conflict. Oh, okay, that is what, like... If you really want to fight me for it, I can kill you as easily as an ant. It wasn't because I was powerless. Brother Haya, how is this possible? Don't ask me, Brother Seo. Terrifying bastard. I always knew you had talent, but... What the hell happened to you these past months? It's like you've ascended. Anyone who wishes to challenge my claim to the throne can step forward. Damn. Cold. I will take you all on. Yo, not even one at a time. It's like, I will take you all on at the same time. Come on. I'm ready. I'm ready to slap some ace. A few days before Wunwi arrived at assembly. A show of force. Yes, sir. After all, the Blood God is a figure of law and strength. But I don't believe it's necessarily smart to show off one's power. Yeah. This isn't over a fight or a mere trifle, sir. It's for the sake of unification. People have a difficult time baring their teeth when faced with an overwhelming difference in strength. Who in this world would dare to raise their blade against people like the 8 greats of the Marim? Or the 4 great evils. A display of your powers will quell a majority of potential dissent. That's a good point. I'll keep that in mind. But that's not all. It'll also have another effect. It seems I was wrong, Blood Sword. What do you mean? Before this, I looked down on your way of thinking. You mean when you said that doing things my way was wrong? Shove your apology up your ass. No, I'm joking. Does it look like this kid's come to his senses? He's still a weakling. If there's a way to avoid or minimize bloodshed, he'll take it. He's done it before. And although it might not seem like it, he's done it this time as well. Besides, that's not all he's after. Did you forget? There's a rat among us who's trying to shake the foundations of our sacred blood cult. And the kid is trying to find out who. How preposterous. Do you even realize what you're saying, young sir? The revered third, Jejangu. It's already been made clear that an imitation blood sword can be crafted. Therefore, I agree with the sentiment that it's not an adequate way of determining who should sit on the throne. However, if we rely solely on power to choose who will become the blood god, then does that not open up the throne to everyone? Oh yeah, he wants it himself. He's like, hey, I said it was for everyone. There's a reason why so many sects and even the imperial family rely on things like old laws and traditions. This is what I was told. The unnamed ordered me to work with the Blood Emperor to unify the blood cult. Were you not told about this? The unnamed did. I can't be. He specifically assigned this task to me. Why did he change his mind? Who knows? After all, I just made that up. It's like, ah, shit! Caught red-handed. What is he? How unlike him. Sir, what are you doing? Thanks for making this easy for me by stepping forward. Traitor. Blood Emperor. Bastard. He was baiting me. Sir, what is going on? Who is the Blood Emperor? I ran into some issues and had to stay with the Peerless Warriors for a few weeks before coming here. While I was there, it was revealed that Musong Chion, one of the heads of the Peerless Warriors, was actually Akmu, one of the 5 great evils in disguise. He was following the orders of a man he called Unnamed, the head of a group of golden-eyed individuals, to take control of the Peerless Warriors. And according to him, an associate of his, who he called the Blood Emperor, was trying to achieve something similar within the blood cult. That's quite the tale, young sir. Let me get this right. I work for a group of people with golden eyes, and that I'm this so-called Blood Emperor who's following the orders of someone referred to as Unnamed. Did I get that right? Yes. Exactly. How shameless. I didn't think you'd stoop so low simply because I backed someone other than you. You fool. Flap your lips all you want. Like, just look at my eye, bitch. The only person here who knows the truth is you. As long as I continue to deny it, no one aside from your supporters will believe your word. He's telling the truth. I was there. I heard news that the Peerless Warriors were seeking a successor, and I paid them a visit, hoping that I could achieve some sort of enlightenment. Don't misunderstand, I'm not taking your side here, I'm simply stating facts. Hey. If what Wunwei Jin has claimed is true, then the sanctity of our gathering has been defiled. After all, that means there's a rat among us. Wouldn't you agree, revered third? I've had enough of this. You dare insult my honor. There's a limit to my patience. Loosen up, Jeangu. There's no need to be so defensive. Unless you're guilty. If you've done nothing wrong, then what is there to worry about? Let the blood gods speak and then simply prove your innocence after. Unless there's more to this than you let on. The revered fourth is right. Let the young sir speak. Bastards. Very well, please continue. I managed to get some information out of Akmu regarding the Blood Emperor. His goal is to make the blood cult his own. And to accomplish that, the Blood Emperor tried to have the cult act according to his will. And what exactly is it you're trying to say? What part of any of that proves that I, Jeangu, am involved with such a plot? All I did was send out a letter stating my intention to follow the old laws of our cult. That I would serve whoever wields the blood sword. Blood sword. How is that a proof of any wrongdoing? I never said that it was. But You're acting pretty smug. There are countless ways to interfere with and control a group's actions. So it's interesting that you would bring up your letter. Akmu also mentioned that the reason the Blood Emperor failed was because he made a mistake of getting both of the successors to take action. Both of the factions within the Blood Cult attempted to reclaim the Blood Sword from the Warrior Federation. And it was all because of the letters sent out by Jie Jianggu and Bai Q. I'd initially suspected Bai Q as well, but judging by how restless he is, to the point I feel bad for him, I think it's safe to say he's not the Blood Emperor. Revered Third. Is what he's saying true? Is what he's saying true? The Warrior Federation has declared its intention to wipe us out, but the Blood God is still missing. Do you think that the unholy Lunar Blade killed him? It may not be in my place to say so, but I believe the chances of him being alive are slim. We cannot allow the Blood Cult to remain in this lawless state, my lady. I don't have the right to be the Blood God. The Blood Sword rejected me. And I'm weaker than my sister. The only thing I have is the blood I carry. My lady, all of your worries will be resolved in due time. But if Lady Hyang becomes the Blood God, her violent nature will lead us to our destruction. In order to protect our members, you must become the Blood God. The only Blood God I'm willing to serve is you, Lady Rihanna. Then I'll do it. You did hear she say the only one, right? Like when we wasn't even... But I'll give it another try. Seems I came at a bad time. Revered Third. Greetings, Lady Rihanna. Is what she said true? The Blood Sword rejected you. Unfortunately, yes. And I... Ah, that's quite alright. I had assumed that something like that might happen. Plus, reclaiming the Blood Sword and being accepted by it are two different things. What? I suspect that the reason you were rejected by the sword is because you have not yet reached the 5th stage of the Blood Commander. Okay. These are... I went through great lengths to secure these pellets to help you become the Blood God. Take them and follow my teachings to increase your power and speed up your learning of the Blood Commander. Why would he want to? I swear as the Revered Third, I will serve you and give you my full support. Please answer me. Was everything you said to me a lie? If so, then why me? Why not someone else? You fool. Ah! You can't even figure that out on your own? It's because the weak are the easiest to control. Did you think you had anything other than that going for you? You wench. I knew he'd try to pull something, but to think he would take Rihanna back as hostage. Nobody move. I fed her the demonic corruption poison. Lady Rihanna. This bitch took the pellets I gave her without a second thought. What a fool! Now her life is in my hands. Step aside and let me pass, and I will provide you with the antidote. Just like, yeah, fuck no. Not happening. You dare lay a hand on my sister. Yo, you were thinking about killing your sister like a few minutes ago. If anyone's gonna kill my sister, it's gonna be me. That's what she's saying. It's my job. Hand over the antidote, or I'll chop off all your limbs one by one. On that we agree. You fools, you must be in a hurry to watch that wench die. I don't hear any screams, but she couldn't have died already. My lady. Should be fine. Please bear with it. I will draw out the poison that's spread throughout your body. But a single mistake while drawing out the poison that's inside your head could permanently ruin your body. So we must first gather it all in one spot. In the meantime, the rest of you should focus on getting that antidote that I read first, the Blade King of Blood Calamity, Wee Gung Dan. Wee Gung Dan, you dare! Damn, I wasn't expecting him to intervene. Why wouldn't he intervene? Yeah, just die. How strange. My blade couldn't cut him. Is his skin made of steel? You must really be looking down on me. Did you think my title of Blood Death King was for nothing? Allow me to show you the true essence of poison. The poison form. Hundreds and thousands of poisons. Holy fuck. Yo, he gonna blow on us. Poison fog, huh? Poison smoke. Oh my god, that's a lot of poison. I'll make you regret cornering me like this. Isn't like poison that doesn't work on one way? Enter my domain if you dare. Damn it, poison's fog. Can't recklessly charge in like this. Hey, baby, you can't. We need to come up with a... One way? They're just like walking in there. Breathing all of it in. What a mess. Too many people know about me and my organization now. I have no choice but to kill them all. Yeah. Ah, you fool. You dare set foot into the lion's den. Don't underestimate my poison form. The toughness of my skin rivals that of the golden blood form. You really think you can leave even a single scratch up? Where's my hand? Yeah, there's like... Yo, he knew it was like looking to... Looks like I did. Ah, you bastard. How's my poison fog not affecting you? Oh, this weak little thing? Nah. Or were you hoping what? Were you hoping I'd be on the ground begging for my life? Ever since the incident with that strange machine in the Seal Grove Valley, my body can heal at an exponential rate. Yes, yeah, right. He's not like absorbing poison, but he just heals. Most poisons can't even penetrate my skin. Okay, yeah, he can't even get there. And the only way to fatally poison me now is inject them directly into my body. It seems that Jae-jang-gu has realized this as well. Curses. All I have to do is just touch him, but there's no opening. In that case, you're gonna attack someone else. Yeah. Going for the blind spot. He's hiding. Even went as far as to raise his presence. But you can't hide from my golden eye. There you are. What is he planning? He's releasing his energy at an explosive rate. The flow of the poison fog is intensified as well. Is he? The fog is headed this way. Get back! Do not let it touch you. Ugh. Shit. Cursed fiend. You must really wish to die today, Jae-jang-gu. I'll crush that damn skull of yours. Huh? What? The fog. It's being pulled back in. Yo, is he like... His wound is sucking. Did you really think I'd let you do as you please? What? Nah, it's like using tornado. New path, radiant star, swordsmanship, sixth technique. Wide spinning blade of pacification. He's like, the... What? The fog was swept away by that tornado. Not only that, look. The Blood Emperor has fallen. The Blood God. He's eliminated his threat to our cult and protected us. All hail the Blood God. Hey, we might not be done yet. Like, no time to celebrate yet. So much attention. It's a bit embarrassing. Look around you, human. Even those who don't serve you can't help but be in awe. This is one of the effects of displaying overwhelming power. Try raising your sword. I swear they love it. Yo, that's like... Yo, he about to like master of the universe. I have the power! I have the power! Yay! Woo! Woo! Boo! Boo! Wait, someone boo me? No. Praise to the Blood God. May the world run red with blood. Nah, seems that they've already chosen their new Blood God. He's like, I'm fine with that. There isn't even any room for me to turn this situation around. A total defeat. E. Seems everyone is in love with the new Blood God. Did you say love? Ah, shit. But I'm already taken. I have the bite marks to prove it. Like, yeah, those are gonna leave a scar. Sir? Did you just sir me? Would you please? Jeong-gu doesn't have the antidote on him. There's still poison remaining in the lady's head. We must take her to someone who can treat her at once. Maybe an omnipotent healer. And he's like, nah, I can do it. And if you hand the revered third over to me, I will interrogate him and find out where he's keeping the antidote. That won't do. But why? As things stand, we can't conclude the assembly. I was wrong about you, Blood Witch. You're in no position to interject or interrogate anyone right now. Weren't you the one who was always by Riona's side? You don't actually expect me to believe that you had no part in this, do you? I truly had no idea. Are you suggesting that I was working with the revered third? Why wouldn't you be? Are you stupid enough not to see that? Dude is like, are you working with him? Or are you just dumb? Or are you just useless? Blood Witch. Sir, please, it's not true. Give me the antidote. Witch. You used your wit to figure out the true culprit. And you should know better than anyone that I have no ties to the revered third. She speaks the truth. If she were working with him, she would have tried to save her own skin rather than suggest an interrogation or search for the antidote. What is he out of his mind? He's showing mercy to someone who will continue being an obstacle to him. However, there is something that's been bothering me. Back when we had the competition to determine who would be the Blood God, I expected you to serve me properly after my victory. But the moment I went missing, you went out of your way to destroy the ciphers to prevent me from regrouping with the rest of you. I could understand Lady Girona not stepping aside, considering her current circumstances. However, you still continue to stand in my way, even after my return. Care to deny any of this, Blood Witch? Sir, it won't happen again. I'll swear my loyalty to you, and it won't happen again. Again. Bitch just killed herself with that. Yeah. My spirit core. It's over. Ah! Get out of my sight. I don't need hollow loyalty. E. There is no place for someone like you in my blood cult. Jeong-gu was to be interrogated regarding the antidote and the Golden Eye organization. So he had his energy sealed before being transported. And although the revered first managed to save her life, Rion Habaek was still in a critical state. So she was put into the care of her blood petal guards to search for a healer. Once things had settled down, the assembly reconvened. The majority of the members accepted Wunwei Jin as a blood god and endlessly praised his tactics as well as his martial arts prowess. Was this your plan all along? Kinda. What do you mean, Master? When you declared you would take on any sort of challenge. That was simply a bait to lure out the Blood Emperor, wasn't it? Is that what you thought, Master? Huh? I still stand by my words. If there are any among you who object to my claim to the throne, step forward. I'm glad to hear you say that. There he is. Then can I take this as you challenging me, sir? The one who's considered the most powerful in the blood cult. Wei Gangdan, the revered first. I, Wei Gangdan, would like to challenge you, young sir. I feel like it's just challenging him to test him, though. After witnessing your martial arts during your fight with the Blood Emperor. How did you see that? It was like in poison fog. Safe to say that a life or death fight will lead to unnecessary bloodshed on both sides. That is why I believe a single clash will suffice. That also sounds like someone will get injured. Of course. Truly exceptional swordsmen can learn much about their opponents after a single exchange. I accept. Yo, what kind of technique we're gonna use though? What are you doing? You already have the old laws and legitimacy on your side. Why take on such needless risk? Do you think someone who goes back on their word is worthy of leading a group? I personally don't, Master. At least he talks like a blood god. But he's up against the Blade King of Blood Calamity. Even before his isolation training, he was considered the strongest in our cult, and he's most likely here now because he's achieved his goal. The Wei Gangdan who stands before us has completely surpassed whatever wall was before him. But I'm not a weakling. I look forward to this lesson from the most powerful member of our cult. We're gonna get a draw. I mean, the sword is not gonna break because it's the blood sword, right? Revered first was pushed back a step, but Wunwei was pushed back 3. Is Wunwei's loss? Damn, I guess there's still a big gap between me and someone who's completely surpassed his limit. What a shame. I was hoping that by combining everything I've learned, I could at least. Wait, is his sword breaking? I feel like his sword is breaking. Remarkable. Yeah. Revered first blade is cracked. I guess we can consider this a draw. What would you like to do? I don't think we can continue to exchange blows when my blade is in this state. More importantly, how could I ever covet the throne when I've served the blood gods for as long as I have? I simply wish to see where you were in terms of martial arts skills, young sir. Yeah, that's what I expected. Dude didn't have any interest in being a blood god. Huh? Then why the hell didn't you just say so? I didn't think he would give it his all if I did. Guess so. I hope you can forgive my insolence. If anything, I'm relieved. Oof. There's no need to forgive you, sir. I was the one who said I would take on any challenge. I, Wei Gangdan, am honored to welcome the new blood god. This is all so surreal. In my past life, I was only a third-rate spy of the blood cult. Now I'm being acknowledged by the greatest warrior of the blood cult. In other words, you had some real shitty luck in your past life. You could even say that was the worst timeline for you. I can't deny that. Here comes Yaoyang back. He's like, I'm taking. Is she going to challenge me as well? Nah, she's just like, marry me, bitch. Don't look at me like that. I'm not trying to fight you. I'd be a fool to challenge you when even the revered forest has recognized you as a blood god. Then what are you doing then? I'm simply here to discuss my fate going forward. Your fate. Your fate. Yo, girl is gonna try and like, yeah, you know, no chance. Yo, gonna be killed. Weren't you determined to become the leader of the cult? I can become second. Of course I was. Why? Are you going to off yourself right now? Please continue with what you were saying. You know that I have a large number of followers, right? If you want a smooth unification, here it is. I think it'd be reasonable to give me a position befitting of someone like myself. Okay, so she's not going right for the throne, I guess. That's true. Since she was a candidate for the throne, she doesn't really fall under the category of the revered 4 or the blood stars. I'm surprised she's actually willing to abandon her greed for the greater cause. That being said, I won't say no if you decide to give up the throne. And if you do, I'll make it worth your while. What do you mean by that? I'll let you play the conqueror every once in a while at night. No. I'll just pretend I didn't hear that. Like, I'll just... Yo, yeah, she gonna go on a murderous rampage. She said, what? What? I'm gonna beat slap. Despite being an illegitimate heir, Ya Young-bak had natural talent and remarkable leadership skills. This is why she was able to gather so many followers and why those qualities are considered as valuable as her martial arts prowess. I can already think of a few positions she'd be suited for. Just so we're clear, if you mention any nonsense about granting me the position of being your wife, you and I will fight to the death here and now. Yo, no. You can keep watching from hell, this wench you wanted dead will claim the seat of the man you could only hope to play second fiddle to. The hell? I guess she wasn't just rambling because of hallucinations. I never planned on it, and I can't either. What do you mean? I have my reasons. I will come up with a position as above the revered 4. Above them? Why are you making this so difficult? You're acting as if there isn't a vacancy in one of the seats now. I don't think this is a matter that should be resolved in this moment. I see. It's because of Riona's followers, isn't it? Whatever position he decides to give me, he'll have to do the same with Riona. You really hate conflict, huh? It's because we must all be united under one banner. Fine. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Glory to the blood god. Fine. Glory to the blood god. At least it doesn't look like he's going for the harem, which is a good sign. I lived an entire life as a third-rate spy, before I was tossed aside like a disposable tool. I guess it would be kind of killed if it is. But in this life, I've reached the peak of the blood cult. I've become the blood god. What an indescribable feeling. I'm filled with emotions. Mount Ryong, the holy site of the blood cult, and the birthplace of the blood god. It's been almost 20 years since the previous blood god fell in battle. And here I am. And now Mount Ryong was welcoming a new blood god once more. I have urgent news! Yeah, the blood god is coming. Oh no, who dares disrupt this perfect moment? The enemy is upon us. Like, you mean like right now? You mean the Warrior Federation? Yes, these forces seem to be from its Guangxi branch. They number around 2,000. And at their current pace, they'll be here in less than half a day. And it's time for the rite of exsanguination. What the heck is that? It's the blood cult's way of announcing itself to the world by cleansing the blood of his enemies. In my previous life, Yeongbok massacred all of the Justice faction forces who came to Mount Ryong as a way of declaring the revival of the blood cult. They also seem to have government forces with them. Roughly 4,000 or 5,000 of them. The government is intervening this time as well. Huh. It matters not. They'll pay for interfering with Murin business. The 5th Blood Star, the Bleeding Fist, Kangwon. The 3rd Blood Star, the Bloodthirsty Demon, Jeonjang. I agree, after all those bastards have worked with the Justice faction since 20 years ago. Are you truly suggesting we take the bait and make enemies of the government as well? Don't you realize that is exactly what the Warrior Federation wants? There isn't a single person here who doesn't realize that, sir. However, if we were to retreat solely to avoid a confrontation with the government, they'll use it to smear our reputation. What would you have us do, Blood God? I mean, if we kill everyone, I guess no one can say anything. Like, the smart thing to do is to avoid getting into a fight with the government forces. But if we do nothing, the Warrior Federation will use that to call us cowards. How about we kill all the Warrior Federation people and just leave the government alive? That will end up creating cracks in the newly revived Blood Cult's honor. Quite the conundrum on your first day as Blood God. Prudence or honor, which will you choose? Both. I just came up with the perfect idea. We're gonna kidnap the government. A day later, near the base of Mount Ryong. Wait a second, are we gonna attack them with... So there it is. That must be Mount Ryong, the holiest side of the blood cult. Captain Guak, what do you think they'll do? They only have 2 options. They will either fight or flee. I know it's a silly thing to say at this point, but I hope that they choose to flee. You're not the only one thinking that. We're only human. But the fate of the Murim is at stake. Which is all the more reason we must make sure the Third Advisor's plans do not fail. The Federation and the Peerless Warriors may no longer be allies, but it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that the Jungwon Murim is the center of the Justice faction. If the Blood Cult were to return everything, everything would fall into chaos. That is why we must root them out now, otherwise they'll rally and spread even further. I can't help but feel bad for those soldiers. That is why we're here to fall by their side. If our sacrifice here today will prevent annihilation of Jungwon, then I will gladly give my life. Yeah, you're not gonna get to do that. I feel the same. If we are to die, then let us take as many of the blood cult bastards as we can with us. I would ask for nothing less. Are they giving up? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Overseer of General Affairs, Local Magistrate Seok Lee. Damned lunatics! Although I guess I have no room to talk when I'm also here, fully knowing that I will lose my life. Magistrate Lee, you turned 55 this year, correct? Yes, but what? I mean, your pension is soon, right? No, I still have lots of years. Isn't it about time for your son to take on a government position? I heard he recently failed his civil service exam again. Does your son have talents in being a merchant, perhaps? How could someone who's only read books his whole life have such a talent, sir? I'm sure you're well aware that the government has been looking for justification to take control of the Murim. Well, it just so happens that we now have the perfect opportunity. If you accomplish this mission, I will make sure that your family is taken care of for generations to come. What a load of nonsense. Does he really think I don't realize that he's just going to use this to further his own career? But I didn't have to have the power or a good enough reason to refuse. So, I guess I'll just die. I guess I'll just die then. Fuck it. Might as well. Are you sure you should be here, sir? I don't think you need to come in person. How can I not when I was ordered to? I was specifically told that we needed at least one official here. If need be, you are free to back off at any time, sir. Thank you. It seems even my body has accepted its fate. I've never heard my heart beating so loudly before. Wait, these are the sounds of drums. It's a blood cult. They're ahead of us. 2 people are stepping forward. Yo, is Junmi gonna say like, I'll give you one choice. I'll give you 2 choices. No wait, maybe 3 choices. First choice, yeah, what's the first? Join me. Become my people. What? Second choice, die. What? What is the third choice? There is no third choice. 2 people are stepping forward. Nah. Third choice is just leave. Why are they waving a flag? Yo, we surrender. Why yellow one instead of a white? Yo, white. White. Seems they wish to talk. I'm not sure what they're up to, but you can leave this to me. I'm surprised. They know the flag signals of the government military. Is this really the same blood cult that performed all those heinous acts in the past and refused to speak with us? I am Captain Chal Guak of the Guangxi Warrior Federation Forces. Yeah, I don't want to speak to you. And I am Jigsaw Wu, the leader of the Royal Blade of the Seasec. We only requested to talk with the government forces. Why are you 2 here? Yeah, what are you 2? Why did you just... I am Seok Lee, an overseer from the government. It sounds as though you have business with me. What is it, if I may ask? I wasn't expecting to meet an official of the 6th Justice rank here. And who might you be? I'm Lord Jen. And I'm here on behalf of the Blood God. Oh yeah, we're not gonna show who I am. I'll get straight to the point. The government has no reason to get involved in this conflict. I request that you withdraw your forces. I'm so glad to hear those words. I mean, what do you mean by that? Yo, he couldn't stop himself. He's just, I'm so glad to hear those. Wait a second. What do you mean by that? Our sect is devoted to martial arts, unlike the Taoists or Buddhists. And we haven't forgotten the agreement between the government and the Murim. You must receive permission from the government if a gathering becomes large enough to pose a threat to it. I had a feeling something like this might happen, so I went and preemptively received permission. This is an official document that approves the Blood Cult as a martial arts group. As long as the current Blood God remains in power, none of the government's people will come to harm by matters conducted in between the Murim. It's real. It even has the seal of the Regional Military Assistant Commissioner. But isn't it possible they forged the seal? No, how could a mere 6th Justice rank official like me possibly go against the Regional Military Assistant Commissioner? Yo, he's like, yeah, fuck you guys. I'm doing what I can to survive here. But sir, these blood cult bastards made a terrifying declaration to wash the world with blood. Are you shouting? Why are you shouting all of a sudden? Are you really okay with people like them stepping back into the world? Our sect has indeed made such a declaration. However, the world that we refer to is different from the one you seem to be thinking of. How could those who practice martial arts ever even consider raising a blade against innocent civilians? The world that we speak of refers specifically to the Justice faction of the Murim. In other words, you, the Justice faction, are the only people who will be washed by blood. Hey! Fire. He's like, I have no interest in this guy. He's innocent. But you guys, I will bathe in your blood. Although probably not because it's dirty, but like, you get the point. At a branch office of the Peerless Warrior. What? How do you expect us to gather this much money? More importantly, I never even seen you before. What sect are you part of? Not important. The 8 Shadow Winds. Hey, grab everything we have in the vault. Huh? Never mind, just bring the entire vault. Just bring the entire... Just bring everything. Throw it at him. Throw it at him. the Governor General's office. An approval for a martial artist gathering. Do you not see how busy I am? Come back later, maybe after a year or so. Take the gold. But you could have had like half of that and he would have accepted it. My dear friend, why didn't you just tell me that this was urgent? Jeez, are you trying to make me look like a bad person? Here you go. It's a good thing I got this out of time. Although I do feel bad about using the Peerless Warriors funds for this. He used their own oh no. The Governor General seal that in my hands are tied. He's so happy inside, he's like jumping for joy. It's like, I can do nothing. It seems we overstepped by showing up here. General, let us depart at once. Yes, sir. Hold on a sec. What is the meaning of this? Are you still going to claim that the government should get involved in this? We brought almost 4,000 troops here, and each of them is a citizen of the government. So, according to you, the Blood Cult is a group that seeks to create chaos and deceive the populace. But if anything, it seems to me that you fit that description more than they do. Hey! Get slapped. Without waiting for a response, Magistrate Seok Lee returned to his troops and left the battlefield. And the government forces swiftly withdrew from the battlefield, so now there are only like 2,000 people in. Every single one of them knew that they would have been killed had they stayed. We owe him a great debt. Sir? Ah, yeah. The man they call the Blood God has shown us mercy this day. How unfortunate. You failed to drag the government into this. Just like, I can show you who I am because you won't live to see another day. Or rather another second. Or minute, max. That hair. Why are you so surprised? Didn't you come here hoping to see the Blood God? I'll give you a chance to live if you start running now. I'll spare one of you. Yeah, why would you do that? Like that's just stupid after showing yourself. You dare act with such arrogance, Blood God? Listen well. The 2,000 soldiers you see before you aren't the extent of our main force. No, it is. Huh? What? Well, we already killed all the other ones, so this is what's left. You fools always mistakenly think that you're the ones making the first move. The rite of exsanguination has already begun. Warrior Federation's Guangxi branch. Keep setting more. I'll take them all on. Who is that monster? That's Akchi Ha, the unpredictable beast. Be careful as you approach him. Why would I approach him? Yo, he just chopped them into... Oh, no. Yeah, we can see them brains. Brains are splattering. Oh. How can this be? They used their 10,000 members as bait to strike us while we were distracted. Warrior Federation Guangxi branch manager Jaso Oh, the Crane Swordsman. So, sir, we've determined how many of them are attacking. How many are there? And there are only 9 of them, but each of them is incredibly. Oh, is it young? Are you Jaso Oh, the Crane Swordsman? I thought we eradicated your bloodline 20 years ago. Wench carrying the blood of the Blood God. And I will finish what we started. All I have to do is kill you, the Blood God, and this all ends here. He's just laughing. I wish I could claim that title. What? But I'm not. Unfortunately for you, I'm not the Blood God. Your trickery knows no bounds. And if what you say is true, you made a fatal mistake by revealing that to us. If we kill you here, then so does the blood cult's dream of revival. Let us die together for the Justice faction's bright future. You think I would have told you if I hadn't already pretty much killed you, or you're just no freaking threat? Yo, he just... Oh! Right down the middle! So, we're gonna do this or what? You bastard! He stopped my attack with such ease. It seems he's not just the blood god entirely alone. I only have one option: if I can take him down with me. How the hell are you gonna take him down with you? Look them strings. You already done. Unbelievable. Both the sect leader and the captain were cut down in an instant. What sort of monster? As if they ever stood a chance. Blood cult, heed my words. We will now take part in the rite of exsanguination. Leave no one alive. Charge forth, as you command. Here they come. Maintain formation. But all blood cult bastards will kill every last one of you. I'm getting out of here. He's like, we're killing everyone. Yo, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Still if I just saw my leader and like our strongest people in our forces, at least that's here right now, get like annihilated in a second, I'm out of here. I'm going the other way. What are you doing? You bring shame to the shit. Screw all that shit. I don't want to die here. Yeah. Why would I die for this? It's done. We may have failed to get the government involved, but the death of our troops at the hands of the blood cult should be enough to rally the Justice faction. Sects under one. You led all these people to die, and yet you have a look of satisfaction on your face. You disgust me. Is this how the Justice faction operates? This is a noble sacrifice for the greater good. I wouldn't expect someone like you to understand. Enough talk. Kill me. No, I won't do that. Huh, are you just now starting to worry about retribution? Retribution? Not at all. Simply because you're more useful to me alive than dead. I will also spare half of your forces. What is this bastard planning? You better get used to it. This blood cult is nothing like the one you once knew. Ooh, yeah. As long as I'm in charge, that is. Damn. Badass. Badass. Ah. Ah. I'm gonna keep him alive. Looks like she's playing with him. All the Maki points. Yeah. Well, that was fun. You think this will help revive the blood cult? Damn fools, you won't be safe now that you've messed with both us and the government. You are the fools. We didn't lay a finger on the government forces. You didn't think that the Justice faction is the only one that can bribe the government, did you? Sure, laugh it up. Even if you didn't harm the government, it changes nothing. I'll be waiting for you all in the afterlife. Kill me. Feel like it. If it was up to me, I would, but the Blood God has other plans and wants to keep you alive. The Blood God does, but that can't be. And go ask him yourself. Those are the warriors from our Federation branch. Yep, we sure let a lot of them live, didn't we? But why? According to our Blood God, leaving you alive will serve as a good tactic for negotiations. Negotiation? It's not uncommon for factions to use hostages as bargaining tools for talk. But it felt strange for the Blood Cult of all groups to do something like this. Jazo lived through the war between good and evil. Was very familiar with how the past Blood Cult operated. Anyone who didn't surrender themselves to the Blood Cult's doctrine would immediately be killed. And the Blood God who led such a group was the most cruel of the bunch. It was difficult for Jazo to accept this new Blood God's method as the Blood Cult. Don't disgrace me by keeping me alive. Kill me already. Stab me, please. No can do. You are valuable chess pieces who will serve as our shield. Keeping us all as hostages won't change anything. We were all prepared to die the moment we chose to fight against your forces. What a meaningless death. Meaningless. This is for the future of the Murim. If our sacrifice will stop your onslaught, there is plenty of meaning to our deaths. What onslaught? The Justice faction's way of thinking is too violent. Are you telling me that justice and chivalry are enough of a justification for you to die a pointless death? I wonder if these other warriors think the same way you do. Don't you dare look down on the proud warriors of the Federation. They all agree. Then why are they still alive? If they saw it as a noble sacrifice, they would have taken their own lives the moment they lost in battle. But they're all still breathing. What have you done to them? Nothing. I just awakened them to reality. I asked them things like whether their families will be tended to after they're dead. It was different from person to person, but they all eventually admitted they wanted to live. I want to see my child again. I miss my wife, who spends every night praying for my safe return. I don't want to leave my parents behind with no one to care for them. I'm sorry, sir. I don't want to die. I think appealing to my emotions will be enough to shake me. As expected. A discipline worthy of the head of a branch. Fine. Then I will grant you the death you so desire. But I wonder what will happen to your family after you die here. The only thing that your family will receive is your head. Is your blooded head wrapped in a cloth. Your wife will lose her mind as she clutches your head and weeps tears of sorrows. While your son or daughter falls into despair at the loss of their father. Yo, it would be so funny, it's just like, I don't have a wife or a son or daughter. Huh. I didn't see that one come. I should have though. Eventually your family will fall apart and live the rest of their days in sadness and anger. The Blood God is very aware of how that feels. Which is why we're trying to bring a stop to it. We will end this cycle of hate that has been consuming us all. You! Duh. Then I will pray that your words are true. Wait, was that easy? What is it that you want? Finally! We're getting somewhere. A few days later, at the Warrior Federation's Hon Ombre. Sirs, the Guangxi branch has failed to get the government to take action. The fight ended with the 4,000 government troops withdrawing. It sounds to me like the blood cult bastards gave up and fled. War Federation Hunan branch manager Ji Sang-wei. We should use this chance to round up the last remainder of their force. The blood cult did not retreat, sir. What? The government troops didn't withdraw because the blood cult fled. They left after exchanging words with the cult's representatives. I'm not sure if there was some sort of trickery involved. The government forces simply declared that it was out of their jurisdiction. The problem is about 1,000 of our soldiers who fought against the blood cult, including those stationed at the branch office, have been taken prisoner. Prisoner? They're still alive. This is a message we received from the blood cult. Please take a look. We have taken around 1,000 of your warriors, including branch manager Josso, all prisoner. We're willing to negotiate for their safe returns. What a lot of nonsense. Every single warrior at the Guangxi branch was willing to lay down their lives for the good of the mermaid. Yeah, here we go. Oh my god. We cannot insult their dedication by agreeing to something like this. Yeah, because that's their will. Not to mention it will undermine the dignity of our federation. We will not negotiate. We will not negotiate with terrorists. Notify the other branches to station their troops near Guangxi at once. As you command. But sir, are you sure you won't reconsider? If we attack the blood cult like this, our allies will surely condemn our actions. That won't happen. Why? Because everyone will be dead. Instead, our federation will become a symbol of the Murim that seeks to protect justice and chivalry. Ah. Could it be that you already have something prepared, sir? May I ask what your plan is? Hostages only have value while they're still alive. Yo, you gotta kill them? The third advisor of the Warrior Federation, Elder Weiyongbok. You gonna kill your own people? Yeah, it's kind of fucked. Guangxi. What is Riongbok's condition? He's been taken to multiple members familiar with medicine, but we were told that there's no way of cleansing the poison affecting her brain. They're using all available herbs and treatment to protect her brain. Huh. But we still need an antidote to cure her completely. Which is why we need Zhejiang-gu to talk. We've steadily been increasing the intensity of his torture, but he still refuses to speak. What about the omnipotent healer? The third blood star, the bloodthirsty demon, Zhongjang. He was like seen near the sea river, so we sent people to find him. The omnipotent healer probably has a way of healing Riongbok without Zhejiang-gu's help. Unfortunately, a round trip to the sea river would take about a month. I'm sure the Revere's second and fourth are both worried about her as well. Despite the fight for the throne, she's still a descendant of the former blood god, and someone they initially supported. Although Lady Riona's situation is heartbreaking, we're not in much of a better position. We must come up with a countermeasure. Oi. First blood star, we've already decided to use the negotiation to buy ourselves time. What do you mean we need a countermeasure? The Warrior Federation never agreed to the negotiation. How can we still consider this a plan? I still have many questions on my mind. And I may be overstepping, but regardless, I'd still like to ask you all here. Do you honestly believe this plan will succeed? The first blood star, Blood Rain, Swordsman, Ryongjang. What did you just... Do I need to smash your head open for you to come to your senses? Enough. I'm sure the first blood star has his reasons for bringing this up. What makes you think this plan will fail? I spent a significant amount of time infiltrating spies into the branches of the Warrior Federation. So when it comes to gathering intel, our blood cult is second to none. These our letters sent between each of the branches, as well as additional information we received from our spies. Please take a look. You will all immediately understand why I feel this way. Guizhou, Jiangxi, Guangdong, and Yunnan are all currently sending their troops to Guangxi. But there isn't a single thing here that mentions a negotiation with us. The situation doesn't seem good. And the possibility of them using fake letters to confuse us seems slim. If I were in their shoes and wanted to deceive the blood cult, I would have first spread misinformation that the Federation was agreeing to negotiations. Then use that opportunity to stab the cult in the back. I concur. So we can deduce from this information that we will be facing off against around 20,000 Warrior Federation troops in about a day and a half's time. That's quite a sizable force. Now what do you suggest? It's simple. We should use the methods of the past. Of the prisoners here, we will execute any who refuse to join us. Then before the enemy arrives, we will disperse our forces to various regions and establish multiple points where we can maintain the cult as smaller sects. No. The difference in power between the Federation and our cult is too great for us to take them head on. If we make the mistake of concentrating all our forces in one spot, it will lead to all-out war. So you want us to become smaller forces and then get killed, weakening ourselves? Okay, fine, makes sense. Come on, his logic is sound. It is actually sound. And judging by the lack of objections, it seems everyone here agrees. But I don't want to do that anymore. Can't be helped. The cult has never used anything similar to my methods before. It's expected that you would make mistakes since you're still young and lacking in experience, Blood God. Yo, dude is walking on a thin line is all I'm gonna say. Thin ice, bro. However, please realize that you are the leader of this cult. Every one of your decisions determines the fate of our members. Please make the correct choice and lead us, rather than waste 20 years of hard work through unnecessary stubbornness. We will proceed as planned. First Bloodstar, what would you say to a wager? If we fail to bring the Federation to the table for negotiations, I will do whatever you ask. A wager. Do whatever he asks. What is he up to? You speak with such confidence, Blood God. I have no reason to refuse such an offer. But if we do succeed, you must do whatever I ask. At the time of the official inauguration, you must formally apologize in front of all the members for what you've done to Master Xianggu No's father. And hand over a portion of the wealth you accumulated through the upper lunar blossoms. How does he know that about? Blood God, you mean to keep the promise you made to me? Of course. And that's not all. I will have you take responsibility for feeding the unholy Lunar Blade false information and dragging me, later on Habak, and several other members into danger. The reason I never addressed it is because we're currently in a state where we need every ounce of manpower we can get. But rest assured, I know what you did. I won't ask for your complete loyalty, but I would ask for courtesy at the very least. But Lord God, I sincerely apologize. Everything I've done has been for the cult. The cult, my ass. You dare make a fool of me? Oh no, okay. I was like, yo, what is he doing? Why is this the first I'm hearing of your involvement with the unholy Lunar Blade? I ask for your forgiveness for hastily unsheathing my blade in your presence, Blood God. However, I cannot let such disrespect and disregard for the hierarchy of our cult go unpunished. And if you still wish to punish him, I ask that you punish me as well. I wasn't even going to lay a finger on him. I will keep that in mind. As I've said, we will proceed with the negotiation. Let us conclude the meeting here and keep a close eye on the prisoners. You must be out of your damn mind. You don't realize that your actions mirror those of the Blood Witch. Or is it that you wish to share her fate? You are only alive thanks to me. Actually not. No. Yo, he would have had both arms if it weren't for you. Be more mindful going forward. Jeez, Young Buck really is a stickler for the whole hierarchy thing, huh? Nah, she'd try to save him. She's very outspoken for sure. I still need to decide on a position for her. It's probably better to let her save face. Blood God, we received a response to the letter you sent. That was quick. What did he say? States that they will repay their debt without fail. And everything is proceeding as planned. Make preparations for their arrival. The only thing left to do is... Branch manager. Sir. Did the Federation send you? Shh. Quiet. Yes, sir. Please keep your voice down. I'm just going to kill all of you. What? The Federation has no plans to negotiate with the Blood Cult. But they're having a hard time taking action due to you and your men being held hostage. That's why we ask that you fulfill your duty. I see. Then please watch over our families once we are gone. Don't worry, sir. The advisor has sworn on the Federation's honor that they will be taken care of. Sir, what's going on? Listen carefully, all of you. In order for the Federation forces to decimate the Blood Cult, we must first give our lives. This is for the peace and prosperity of the Justice faction. Understood. It's been an honor, sir. Ah, my Guangxi brothers. I vow to not let your noble sacrifices be in vain. I will spill the blood of these cult bastards on your behalf. Did you hear that? Federation has abandoned us. Yeah, there we go. How utterly predictable. You heard him. The Federation forces will be upon Guangxi soon. But they're not here to rescue you. Their sole objective is to wipe out our Blood Cult. They consider you nothing more than obstacles and didn't hesitate to send you poison so you could take your own lives. You will do no such thing. As long as you live, the Federation will have no choice but to negotiate. They've finally arrived. There, my people at. What's up, guys? What long faces? Young Buck, the third advisor of the Warrior Federation. Blood Cult fools. Did you really think you could outwit me? Hostages are only useful while they still draw breath. I'm sure they're in a panic after realizing all of the prisoners took their own lives last night. Not to mention, I'll be able to use their deaths to rouse our troops. I couldn't have asked for a more perfect stage. It's time to begin the act. Listen well, my warriors. We march day and night to Guangxi to rescue our brethren who are being held prisoner by the evil Blood Cult. But the circumstances have changed. What? Last night, our brethren could no longer bear the brutal torture at the hands of these fiends, and instead chose to take their own lives. How did they do that? The Blood Cult has spat on our goodwill to negotiate for our comrade. My fellow warriors, raise your weapons high. The only way to honor our fallen comrades is to bring justice down on the Blood Cult. Dude is just like, hey, wait, I'm alive. We're alive again. And watch our blaze in there. What? They're opening the gates. Oh. What? Branch manager, oh, well, why is he still alive? I was told that he took the poison and died. He's like, bitch, please. Ah, hell nah. That would mean you dare lie to me and make me look like a fool. You're wrong, sir. I saw it with my own eyes. I watched him take the poison and die, sir. I cried my eyes out. Then what is the meaning of it? It could be that they're all enemies in disguise. Mortal Federation, heed my words. We did not dishonor or torture any of your comrades. Look upon them. You can see that they are very much alive. Something foul did almost take place last night, but we are willing to overlook such actions. We still very much wish for this negotiation to take place, which is why, as a gesture of goodwill, we will first let branch manager Jaso O go free. Halt. Stop there. It's not a moth. Why is it that you still live, branch manager O? Did you not receive the poison that I sent you? Yo, I can't believe that. It's like, hey, can you guys speak up so we can hear you? I did, sir, but I refused. I did, sir, but I refused to go along with your plan. Refused, you say? My, well, you've done a fantastic job of ruining my plan. Blasted fool, he's put me in an awkward position. There's not much I can do. I can't take back the words I've said. I have no choice but to act like I'll go along with the negotiation. My brothers, I am overjoyed to see that you're all still alive. They're just like pissed off. I swear on my title as advisor that we will bring you all home, safe and sound. Do you hear me, Blood God? I am willing to negotiate. Huh. No shit you are. That's more like it. You should be more careful with your wagers next time. Just something stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on this throne while you guys carry me. Are you the reigning blood god? Correct. Then I suppose greetings and introductions would be pointless. Let's just get to the point. Tell me what you want for the prisoners. Ellerbach, as much as I would love to cut you down where you stand, I won't ruin our plan because of my emotions. I haven't forgotten you are the one who had me killed to keep the Blade Scroll a secret. When the time comes, I will make sure you suffer a miserable death, befitting of someone like you. Our terms are simple. Withdraw all your troops and send them back to where they came from. As expected. I will do so once you return our comrade. I wasn't finished. You will also declare that Guangxi is now under blood cult control. And congratulate us for completing our rite of exsanguination. What? How dare you? Know your place, blood god. Withdrawing our troops is more than fair for you returning our brethren. That's what you think. Did you forget what you tried to do last night? But you have more to lose here than we do. I see, it seems that words are wasted on you fools. Did you never stop to consider that we'd be willing to sacrifice the prisoners to attack you regardless? What will you do when we simply declare to the world that the prisoners decided to betray us and we had no choice but to kill them? What? Did you just... Darn advisor! Shut that traitor up. Who are you calling it? You fell for the words of a lowlife despite your oath to sacrifice yourselves for the greater good. I would say that the word traitor describes you perfectly. Pathetic. There's not a single useful person at this branch, it seems. Negotiations have broken down. The prisoners are no longer considered members of our Federation. They were once comrades who shared our ideals and were willing to die for the cause. But now they've gone astray and our traitor is working for the blood cult. I've fought you bastards for more than 20 years. You have only ever spared those who swore to follow your doctrine. As far as I'm concerned, the remaining Guangxi branch members are nothing more than blood cult scum. I mean, he actually has a point in that. You may be traitors, but at one point you were honorable enough to sacrifice yourself. And it is my duty as an advisor to make you see that through. Yo, he's like bored as a... Are you done? Are you done with your little speech? Did you hear that, sir? I only came here at the request of this blood cult master. But who do you think you are interrupting us? What? The magistrate, but why are you here? I have my reason. Xiao Li, the local magistrate. I'm sincerely disappointed by the actions of the Warrior Federation. Are these really the methods employed by those who claim to uphold justice? Sir, this is a misunderstanding. It was simply an exaggeration for the sake of negotiation. Enough. I will not have you disrespect me with such lies. I'm going to make sure my superiors hear about this and ask them to reconsider our relationship with the Federation. You should stand behind me, sir. We don't know what this man might try to pull. Thank you, Blood God. What are you accusing me of? Trying to kill him because he's not on your side anymore? Please wait, magistrate. With this, I've repaid my debts to you, Blood God. It seems those 20 years were a waste, advisor. Bastard! You dare ruin my reputation with petty tricks? Petty trick? Petty? What's petty about it? Tricks? Do I seem like someone who needs to solely rely on tricks? Unbelievable. He's almost on the same level as 8 greats. If you no longer care about the safety of these prisoners, then I will do the same. Well, shall we see who gets wiped out first? Damn. 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 Oh. Look. Unbelievable. You mean to tell me this new blood god's power rivals that of the 8th greats? If he is this strong, we'll suffer tremendous losses if we were to fight. And that still wouldn't guarantee our victory. Not to mention, he'll kill me where I stand. Congratulations on completing your rite. Once again, I beg for your forgiveness. Warrior Federation headquarters. But I have learned something from this failure. I'm the only one who knows about this new blood god. Please give me another chance. Now that I've figured out what sort of man he is, I will surely advise her by. You still got the nerve to spout such nonsense. How can you act so shamelessly after such a critical mistake? If anything, you should be stepping down from your position. Damn. Second advisor of the Federation, Jonghyun Sama. Are you sure the blame lies solely on me? What did you say? After all, in my absence, the Supreme Advisor was assassinated. And the blood sword was stolen under your watch, Second Advisor. I'd say this is just a continuation of everything that's happened before. Ha! At least I took steps to correct my mistakes. What have you done, Third Advisor? You! Not only did you give up Guangxi, but you even congratulated the blood cult on the Federation's behalf. It was a necessary sacrifice to ensure our brethren could return home safely. Enough! The fault lies with all of us. How could we possibly blame one person for this whole situation? High Lord. Federation High Lord, young Mukbag. Things are difficult enough as is without these two being at each other's throats. It's painfully clear how much we could have used the Supreme Advisor's guidance in this moment. How long has it been since we last been toyed around by our enemies like this? The broken alliance with the Peerless Warriors, the Blood Sword incident, and now the Blood Cult survival. So many unprecedented events have occurred in just a year. Hey, don't even start with like his ways of doing things though. We've been without a proper opponent for over 20 years. Will chaos return to the Murim just as it has in the past? I've been too arrogant and negligent. My hands are trembling. It seems I can't contain my spirit of war. High Lord. Finally, an opponent. Ah, it's nothing, don't mind me. Are you smiling? No. How would I be smiling? This is horrible. In any case, I believe there's business that we shouldn't push off any longer. The position of Supreme Advisor, which is one of the pillars of our Federation, has been left vacant for far too long. High Lord, you mean? I see, so he called us here to appoint a new Supreme Advisor. I doubt he'd assign such a position to this fool after such a costly error. That seat is as good as mine. It's none of you guys. The position of Supreme Advisor will be given to this man. Huh? I don't believe it. That's Master. Supreme Advisor. What? I said Supreme... I'm a what now? If I have a Supreme t-shirt... No! I was hoping to fade into obscurity while tending to my grandchildren. But it seems the High Lord is insistent on working this old man until his end. That's not what I said. I said this kid. Yes, I will be your Supreme Advisor. I wasn't talking to you, Dad. Former Federation Supreme Advisor. Diok Hyun Bang. Sure, I'll do it. Like in Key and Peele when they go to that special forces operator like far into the jungle or something. I've come to you to find someone. Yes, I'll do it. No. I wasn't going to make you do a job. I was going to make you find someone to. No, I'll do it. You've convinced me. You're old. I'm not old. I'm wise. Temporary headquarters of the Blood Cult. Blood God. Please give Lady Riona Bach a chance to become your wife. No. Become your wife. I hope for this guy's sake that his girlfriend isn't behind him. Like, I'm already marked, okay? Like, I mean, there's a short... Nah. Oh, no. It's like, no. What are you talking about? Sir, I believe you are wise enough to understand what I'm asking. Now, if you'll excuse... Wait, you asked to see me just to tell me that? Get the fuck out. Of course I know what he's asking. The internal conflict within the Blood Cult is not yet over. I was hoping expelling the Blood Witch would have been the end of it, but it wasn't. What a headache. What am I supposed to do? Quite a long face. Lady Yaya, what did you get here? You're supposed to submit a request for a meeting first. You're free anyway. Though, consider this me putting in a request in person then. Fine. But how did you even get in here? The window. More importantly, how long are you going to keep referring to me as lady? Why not act more casual, like you did before? Because that was when we were competing against each other. Isn't it only right to refer to you as lady when we are in private? Like this. You're messing up by treating me or Riona like that when you are the Blood God. It's an implicit acknowledgement of your former enemy's status. You get what I'm saying? I see. I think I understand. Lady, I do. Young buck. Better. And you can drop the last name too. Act more casual. Will do. Young. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss? Actually, yeah. So about my new position, when will you... What is it? The revered first wishes to speak with you, blood god. Get out. Hey, when will you give me my new position? I'll tell you at the coronation, so just be patient. Let him in. Better not be something weird. Better not be something weird. He's like, concubine. I mean... No! Thank you for seeing me, blood god. Of course. Revered first. Sup, Imran? Please, you can be more informal, dear blood god. We must respect the hierarchy. I believe that's only necessary during certain time. This isn't anything official, and you are my great senior in the Murim. I wish to treat you with the respect you deserve. You are very different. What do you mean? Like from the other blood gods you've served? I've served 3 generations of blood gods in my time. Until now, they've all been very much the same. Probably because they were all devoured and taken over by that wraith in the blood sword. Perhaps it's because I grew up in a different environment. In any case, what is the reason you wish to speak with me? I simply had a question. What is your plan for the blood cult? Harmony, peace and harmony, tranquility. What? Our doctrine is to wash the world with blood. Yeah, we'll wash away the Justice faction. But everything you've done so far seems to point in another direction. This caught me off guard. I knew that someone would question the direction of my leadership sooner or later, but I didn't think it would start with the revered first. He's someone who served the blood cult for a long time, so it's only natural that he'd want to know. How do I tell him? His faith in the doctrine is probably stronger than anyone else's. I could use my authority as a blood god to keep it in check, but that would only create distrust. I'd like you. Oh, I'd like to ask you something else. No, I'd like to ask you something as well. Is that what it is? If we wash the world with blood as our doctrine dictates, what will remain in the end? Only the blood cult, I guess. Will that world truly be clean? I personally don't believe that would be the case. The only thing left would be the stench of rotting corpses and dried blood. There won't be anyone left standing. But the strongest. I'm sorry to interrupt, but am I understanding you correctly? It almost sounds like you are denying our doctrine. You heard me correctly. I am denying it. We lost too many of our members because of it. And we made an enemy of the world trying to protect this blood-stained doctrine. We were on the verge of ruin, but barely managed to revive our cult. To ask us to walk that path of doom once again is, well, insanity, stupidity. The doctrine is what's leading our people to their deaths. Do you believe that is right? Revered first. The doctrine is the central pillar and identity of a sect. You misunderstand. Revered first. The blood god is the leader. He decides. You may be the blood god, but who will follow you if you treat the doctrine as a joke? What value is there to an outdated doctrine that doesn't fit the times and situation? Hey, yo. Are you saying that a doctrine must be treated with respect, but not the lives of our members? I will get rid of such a doctrine myself. If my decision ends up undermining the authority of the blood god and potentially ruins the future of our sect, you can cut me down. Then I'm willing to step down as a blood god. willing to step down as the blood god. I've never met a blood god like you before. None of them had ever dared to show such disregard for our doctrine. They are them, and I am me. Our sect does not need to head towards destruction. No member of our cult should be forced into loyalty by doctrine. They should be willing to be loyal of their own accord. And do you think that's possible? I'll make it possible. Our cult will walk the path of revival. Also, we will change the name. It's like, who names their cult the Blood Cult, by the way? We sound evil. How about Cloud Cult? Already taken. God damn it. The Lazy Cult. What? Huh. Ha 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 ha. Ah, the Slot Cult. Yay. The slots. What? Why is he laughing all of a sudden? You are correct. Our doctrine is outdated and corrupt. Wait. That was pretty fucking obvious that he would agree with you, but okay. This old man has spent his entire life serving the previous blood god. How did you serve them when you were so against it? Each of them was like a living embodiment of the doctrine. And they spread that message all through the Murim by spilling blood with their swords. It's a bit embarrassing to say, but there was once a point in my life when I thought that was the correct path. Does this mean you've also been rejecting the doctrine? It's more accurate to say I started feeling conflicted after the previous blood god passed away. If even someone like the revered Firth is skeptical of the doctrine, there's a good chance that there are other members who feel the same way. Thus, clinging to an old doctrine trap us in a fate in which we are doomed to repeat the path. I've known the answer to that question, perhaps, for longer than I'd like to admit. I just never had the courage to be the first one to take action. It could be that I was afraid that all the life I spent serving the blood gods would become for naught. But I've realized something after seeing you willingly put your status as a blood god on the line to correct our ways. Ignoring a chance to right the wrongs would be shameful. I swear my loyalty to you, Wunwijin, and not your position as the blood god. Hey! Fire. I will devote my life to this new cult you have envisioned, so please permit me to become one of its pillars. You already are. In terms of martial might, no one in the cult is stronger than we Gangdan. Revered first. I was worried about how I would convince someone like that to join my side, but to think that he was thinking similarly to me, seems the heavens have blessed me this day. What reason do I have to refuse you, sir? Just your support alone makes me feel like I have 1,000 powerful soldiers by my side. I appreciate your kind words. It's been a while since I've seen it up close, but is that the blood sword? Yes, it is. You should take it to one of our skilled blacksmiths. That is not the sword's true form. That's the first I'm hearing of it. Is he telling the truth? Damn geezer, bring up something unnecessary. So he is. Seems we've gotten sidetracked in our conversation. There was something else that I meant to ask you. Please don't tell me you also want me to marry someone. Wait, what? No. Although, no. What is it, sir? What is your plan for reuniting the divided factions within our cult? I was hoping the problem would resolve itself once I became the blood god, but that wasn't the case. You must not know what their fate is once you take the throne as the blood god. Could you tell me? Yeah, they die. Since long before, once someone rises to the seat of blood god, their followers were uplifted. But everyone else dies, right? While their competitors and their followers were cast down. Lady Diana Bach's followers must be feeling the most anxious about this situation. Unlike Lady Hyang-bak, she hasn't been guaranteed a position, nor does anyone know if she'll even be cured of the poison. That explains why the third Blood Star suddenly brought up marrying Riona-bak. You fucking mad? Was it because he was worried about her, or was he only looking out for himself? When I compare Riona-bak's abilities to Hyang-bak's, I have no choice but to raise Hyang-bak to a higher position. But if I were to do that, Riona-bak's people will think I favor Hyang-bak more. That explains why everyone is so fixated on status and positions. Ugh. Unfortunately, this is what it means to hold power. Although I believe that you are overthinking things. Do you know of a way to resolve this? Don't say it. Don't say it. Yes, you just marry the both of them. You simply need to embrace both factions. How do I embrace both? No. That's what I'm trying to do. Could you perhaps explain it in further detail? Oh no. Oh no. He's like, marry the both of them. I can't do that. He's like, I can't do that. I will die. You should accept both ladies as your wives. There we go. That will cleanly resolve the issue between the factions and also strengthen your bloodline. It's the ideal solution. He's like, but my girl will kill me. Wait, you're white? Why do all the revered four think the same way? Because it's the easiest way to do it, and they don't know that you're taking. In your current position, no one will say anything about you marrying both ladies. Dramatization. No, there must be another way. And even if there isn't, I have no intention of marrying the two ladies. I've already agreed to marry Lady Young Sama. Not to mention Lady Sama's father. He's like, yeah, I'm already hitched. Is Chuck Sama the unholy lunar blade? Yes. One of the four great evils. That's quite the situation you're in. Yes, exactly. So, no can do with marrying. Then I guess there's no choice. You have to kill them. I thank you for understanding. Now he won't bring up marriage. He's like, you have to marry those two as well. All three of them. If he says that. I'm not sure how Lady Hyang-bak will react, but I will try to convince her. What? Huh? You should just take all three ladies to be your wives. Yeah, just... Did you not hear me saying like lunar blade? Lunar. Are you trying to send me to hell? Please, sir. I'll try to handle this myself. So don't do anything. Just let it be. Understood, blood god. Yeah. Like, all three as your wives. It's ridiculous, right? She's like, so something like this. Sodom's imagination. He's mine. What? He's mine? No, he's not. He's always mine. I marked him. That seems kind of fun. You should do it one way. Is my life just entertainment to you? I'm glad I won over the revered first, but his suggestions haven't been of much help. Back to square one. I suppose I'll just have to figure this out on my own. Just give them the same position, like, under you in the blood cult. And of course, like, young Sama will have to be, like, second in command behind you, though, but, like, the other ones can, like, no? Wait. Their whole worry is that they'll be cast aside. There might be a way I can use that. Wait, what? A few days later, on the day of the coronation. Keep your eyes closed. If I mess up, we have to start all over. We're almost done, hold still. There! You can open your eyes now. Wait, did you put makeup on him? What the fuck did you do? What'd you do to my face? Oh my god, you're so cute! Cute. Me. Oh no. Young lady, wanna grab a drink together? Shut up. Please don't tease me like this. Is it that bad? No, it looks great on you. You look beautiful with makeup on and your hair down like. You're calling a young man beautiful. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Madam Jin. Yo, what, why would he do this? Madam, I never met someone as beautiful as you in my life. Please allow me to honor the honor of marrying you. I'm not sure if I can marry someone so slender. Jeez, can't you at least play along? This is just fucking weird, you guys. You know, you've been neglecting me, right? I'm sorry, I didn't think I'd have so many things to attend to. The preparations for the ceremony are almost complete. I see. And what of the blood sword? Read the room, you ape. They finished sooner than expected. I brought it here with me. Why is he disguised as a lady? Thanks for not causing trouble, Bloodsword. Consider this me doing you a favor. You better be grateful. So this. It's the true form of the Bloodsword. I don't fucking get this at all. What? Why though? Why though? We will now begin the coronation. This song was the favorite of the first ever Blood God's wife. Originally, she was the one who was supposed to become the Blood God, but after her untimely demise, her husband took the throne as a Blood God to fulfill his late wife's dream. The makeup and red robe of the coronation ceremony. Okay, so it's like oh, okay. Just because it's supposed. That is the weirdest fucking tradition I've ever heard in my life. It's a tradition that the first Blood God started to honor his wife. I'm looking forward to seeing how you lead our cult. You won't be disappointed. Blood for the blood cult. We just like get past this like stupid ass tradition. Fuck. Partake in the blood. He joined in blood. And receive your new blood god. What are they doing? Kneel, blood. Are they laughing? You partaken in the drink mixed with our blood, thereby consuming our life. I hope you were all clean, and we have partaken in yours. We are now all united. It's the complete opposite of my previous life. A low-ranking spy was once treated like he was disposable. Has now risen to the very top of the blood cult as a blood god. Praise be to the blood god. I must become a leader to these people. But in order to do that, there is something we must resolve first. Yeah, how are we going to resolve it? We will now proceed with the appointment ceremony. First, we will address the revered four. The revered first and the revered second will maintain their titles. Aktion Ha, the revered fourth, will be promoted to the revered third. I am honored. I'm glad to see he's not disappointed, although I guess he's never been one to care about titles or status. But this is where things become troublesome. The position of the revered fourth will remain vacant. But if he does that, there won't be any higher positions left for me to fill. The title of High Blood Priest will be given to Riona Bag. Oh, am I not good enough in your eyes? Be patient. Listen all the way to the end. Was he never planning on giving me position in the first place? Damn it. I should have realized sooner when he kept avoiding the question. After carefully considering what happened 20 years ago, as well as the current state of our cult, the Blood God selected to create a new position within our sect. A new position. Beats me. The title of Blood Saint will be granted to Hyang-bak. Yeah, just make a random ace. Huh? A position that's higher than that of the Revered Four, as promised. Are you satisfied? But you would trust me with such a title. What are you saying? We've entrusted our lives to each other already before. Granting you a position pales in comparison to that. More importantly, I believe that is the position most suited for your abilities. If you don't accept, the position will become vacant and all my hard work will go to waste. You better answer quickly. Damn fool. It's a Blood God commands. I object. The title of Saint implies a closeness to a god. In other words, Lady Hyang-bak would essentially be placed second in command. He's like, they're not second in command. The Blood God is an existence similar to that of the Sun for our cult. Having a title that could potentially rival such a position would only create fear and doubt regarding the leadership of our sect. You don't have to beat around the bush. Are you feeling anxious because Hyang-bak is being granted a higher position than Hyang-bak? I ask you, who do you serve? Answer me. Who do you serve? You, Blood God. Good. Shouldn't matter. I am your Blood God, and you are all my people. So why is it that you insist on behaving as if you belong to some other faction? I will not grant higher positions to people simply based on who they were in the past. And the opposite applies as well. Let me make this very clear. I only evaluate someone by their skills. I do not care about their origin, nor do I care about their previous title or position. In other words, anyone who is skilled enough could take the seat of a Revered Four or a Bloodstar. It's not a structure in which the number of positions will continue to increase. But one in which we all compete for the current set number of positions and titles. Those who are qualified will ascend, as a good way of doing it. While those who aren't will be replaced and must prove themselves again. Compete against one another as much as you wish. Not as factions, but as equals. As a command, Blood God. I really like him. This will encourage people to compete as individuals rather than rely on factions. Since you'll immediately be replaced if you're not suited for the position. Why'd you have to open your mouth? I'm sorry. Let us continue with the appointment ceremony. It's an emergency. Is Riona back? What happened? Around 30,000 government troops are marching towards us. Oh. It's just that. 30,000. That's enough to start a war. But we already received permission from the Regional Military Assistant Commissioner. And our affairs with local magistrates Siok Lee are in order as well. The Chief Military Commission of the Right granted us 30,000 troops. How did you manage to convince them, Supreme Advisor? I just told them! Give me 30,000. What? You're scared of me. It's because Commissioner Zhang is not a man who would ever take bribes. That's how I was able to convince him. Commissioner Zhang plans to become one of the 3 dukes and is terrified of anything that could potentially ruin his chances. Fortunately for us, the regional commissioner taking a bribe from the blood cult created the perfect justification to take action. Oh shit. Thanks to that bribe. All it took was a single letter to mobilize 30,000 troops. The leader of the blood cult must disarm and answer to the summons of the Chief Military Commission of the Right. No can do. If you do not respond, we will rain arrows down upon this entire area. You dare? I'll crush your tiny little skulls. Hey, chill guys, I got this. The Chief Military Commission. Seems this is the Warrior Federation's doing. Blood God. Surely you don't mean to give in to their demands. We could deal with their forces right now, albeit at the cost of the lives of our cult members. But all that will accomplish is to worsen our relationship with the government. I will go alone. I'll leave our cult in your capable hands, Blood Saint. I didn't think I would have to serve as your steward so soon. I will make sure everything is tended to. Have no worries, Blood God. Blood Saint of the Blood Cult, Yaoyang Wak. Hey. We got these right now. The Chief Military Commission is exactly as it sounds. It's a military force. They were formed with the protection of the Empire in mind, so they're on a different level compared to other armies. What is that thing over there? A siege weapon. It's one of the reasons why people fear the government forces. Head on inside. Are you the leader of the Blood Cult? Yes. That's surprising. They're all skilled martial artists in their own right. The one who looks like the general has reached a peak, and his commanders seem to be first rate. Careful, Wunmi. My old master cautioned that the Empire is formidable because it has mighty warriors, in addition to superior numbers. Makes sense. It would have been destroyed long ago if that wasn't the case. That is correct. May I ask with whom am I speaking? Yo, what the fuck? You have no right to ask anything. You were summoned here because you are under suspicion. Dude, get that sword out of my face right now. And you completely disregarded our order to disarm yourself. Why would I disarm myself when you're armed? Take off that hideous mask at once and show us your face. I must politely refuse. I have to protect myself after all. What just happened? The blade was snapped off. And you used the word suspicion. That means I haven't been charged with anything. Yet you treat me as if I were a criminal. Blood God. Do you not understand the situation you're in? One word from me and your cult will be wiped off the face of this land. Do not speak any further. What? One more word out of your lips and all of you will die. You are welcome to test me if you wish. I came here voluntarily. Voluntarily. We're still alive. But an intense murderous aura. Never felt anything like it. It was powerful enough to make us taste death. This mine is too dangerous. What, you gonna attack me now? You shouldn't have let me get this close. I was told that the Dark faction operates very differently from those who call themselves the Justice faction. It seems it was true. He doesn't seem to be a martial artist. And you are? I am Jo Tako, the Deputy Chief of the Guisa Judiciary Committee. Guishi Judiciary Committee, huh? If I recall, the Judiciary Committee handles the sentencing and imprisonment of criminals. And the title of Deputy Chief would make him the head of a department. My guess is the Supervisory Commission, considering that he's at a place like this in person. General Kong, that's quite enough. He's already responded to our summons. Is there a need for us to start a war? When you put it that way, sir, I suppose I may have overreacted. As expected of you, General. A splendid decision. That was easy. It's a chance for him to save face. There's no reason not to take it. Now that we've all calmed down, if you don't mind, I am Mobike, the leader of the blood cult. Mobike, since when were you part of the Bike family? There's no reason for me to reveal my real identity. For the most part, the previous leaders of the blood cult were from the Bike family. If I tell them that I'm a Jinn or a Saw, I'd basically be announcing to everyone that there's a change taking place within the cult. Master Bike, you were summoned here under suspicion of violating the laws of the Empire. Okay. Will you not disarm yourself? Your weapons will be returned to you if you are proven innocent. Hell no. Even without my swords, my hands and feet could still be used as deadly weapons. Will you also confiscate my limbs and then reattach them for me? Huh. Unfortunately, I'm not a healer, so... What about your mask? We need to make sure that you are who you say you are. Due to certain circumstances, I cannot take this off at the moment. I will take it off at the Governor General's office. I couldn't remove my makeup because I was in a rush. I don't want them to make fun of me. I hope you'll keep your word then. If it turns out that you lied about your identity, the Governor General will not look kindly upon the blood cult. A carriage, and quite a fancy one at that. They prepared something like this for someone who's under suspicion. This carriage was built using special materials, so our conversation can't be heard from the outside. Sounds to me like you want to discuss something in secret. A single messenger would have sufficed to deliver a summons. Why did you bring an entire army along? Because I had a feeling that you wouldn't have complied otherwise. After all, you are different from the Justice faction, are you not? What's this going on about? There's plenty of trash within the Justice faction too. That's not what he's trying to say, Sodom. Huh? And what? The Warrior Federation has a close relationship with the government. And to maintain that relationship, they often send money and other tributes to the government. But it's not because they fear them, there's just a lot of benefits to being on friendly terms with the government. Deputy Chief Go, could it be? You needn't ask. It's as you suspect. How do you know what I was going to ask? Is the military commission acting on behalf of the Warrior Federation to put pressure on my sect? That was your question, was it not? I underestimated the government. I guess he's not in his position for nothing. Do you know how much the Warrior Federation pays the government? They also have ties with the royal family and other high-ranking officials. It makes it very difficult to ignore their requests. Does that mean you'll do whatever they ask of you? No, if that had been the case, I would have gone straight to putting pressure on you and your sect. So the 30,000 troops weren't an intimidation tactic, then were they simply out for a walk or something? I guess the government and the Murim are just on different levels. I have something I want to ask. Why did you seek out Assistant Commissioner and receive an approval for your gathering? The blood cult I know wouldn't have resorted to bribes and other such methods. Those who fail to keep up with the times get swept away. And our cult has no desire to bring harm to the government or its people. Huh? I must apologize. It seems that my preconceived notions about you and your group are entirely wrong. Considering our reputation from 20 years ago, I don't blame you in the slightest. It's my job as the leader of the cult to fix that. I didn't think he'd go as far as to apologize. He might be a better person than I initially thought. Remarkable. I'm sure the Governor General will be relieved to hear that you feel this way. They say that humans form connections once they reach an understanding. Why are you sitting next to me? After speaking with you, I believe that this situation will be resolved without issue. This situation, would you? Before we continue this conversation, I have a request. Vampire, may I call you brother, Master Bai? Of course, brother Go. I'm glad to see that you've grown fond of me as well, Brother Bye. Now back to the topic at hand. Initially, the Governor General was willing to overlook this. While you may have allegedly broken the law, gathering approval is minor enough that no action is required. But the problem is the three princes are currently visiting the Chief Military Commission of the Right. Of his numerous sons, the Emperor has only given that title to three of them: Prince Jin, Prince Gyeong, and Prince Yeong. The three princes are visiting each region and province of the Emperor's order. And it was during their visit that an advisor from the Warrior Federation came to us with a request. After which the three princes ordered the Governor General to take care of it. The Warrior Federation probably did so because the Governor General wasn't willing to take action. Quite cunning of them, to be honest. But there's no reason for concern. The Governor General burned all the slips the Assistant Commissioner received from your cult. Since there's no longer any evidence, their words are nothing more than accusations. All you have to do is respond to the questions during the trial, and I'm sure you will be cleared of all charges, Brother Bug. This sounds fishy. However, I would caution you to avoid any words or statements that may draw the attention of the three princes. If they decide your problem, there's nothing the Governor General's office can do to help. Is that clear, Brother Bug? Yes, Brother Go. I won't forget what you've told me. But fuck 'em. I arranged the most secluded place I could find in the office for you. Stay there until the end of the trial and try to minimize your interactions with people. If you can, I'd avoid running into people altogether. Ah! Said the prince. I was starting to get sick of waiting. Are you the leader of the blood cult? I'm honored to be in your presence, Prince Yeong. This was supposed to not happen, right? God damn it. I was told that you are quite powerful. Prince of the ruling empire, Prince Yeong. Shit. Shit. But I still have makeup on. Can I get a second? I need to wash it off. Do you have water? Could I get some water? For what? Dude, just pretend you're a woman. He's gonna fall in love. Brother Bug, you mustn't draw... No, wait, he called himself brother, right? God damn it. May. Brother Bug, you mustn't draw the ire of the three princes, no matter what. Is what he said. Nothing good will come of making enemies of royalty, so I'll be as respectful as I can. I'm honored to meet you, Prince Yeong. How dare you not kneel in his presence, huh? You would show such disrespect in front of the royal prince. Who is this guy? I've never seen him before. Judging by his aura, he seems to be around the peak in terms of martial arts. Quit dawdling and kneel. I never asked you to intervene, Garga. Ah, so he's just a bodyguard. But sir, he's essentially insulting the throne. Come now, I said it's fine, so who are you to say otherwise? I'm sure it's because the people of the Murm have their own laws and customs. I apologize, Your Highness. That's surprising. I was told that many in the Empire view the Murm unfavorably. Seems Prince Yeong is more open-minded than I expected. I hope you'll excuse him. He's just used to the laws of the royal court. It's no problem at all. I could never fault the bodyguard for being loyal. Oh. You're very different from what I've been told. What do you... According to advisors of the Warrior Federation, the Blood Cult and the Dark Faction are supposedly filled with barbaric fools that I should avoid associating with. But that's not the impression I've gotten after speaking with you. So the Warrior Federation sent the second advisor, Jung Hyun Sama. And it sounds like he's been hard at work. I would argue that our people are more free-spirited and honest with their greed, but I wouldn't go so far as to call them barbaric fools. I'm glad to see that you're sociable. I was wondering what the leader of the Blood Cult would be like. Thank you for your kind words, Your Highness. Feels like things are starting to work out, kinda. This too must be fate. I wish to lend you my aid. What? My understanding is that you responded to the summons to avoid conflicts with the crown. Why did the mood shift just now? Shit. That's correct, Your Highness. I will use my authority as prince to clear you of these charges. Well, I appreciate your kindness. As you've said, I have come here to establish a smooth relationship with the Empire, which is why I will attend the trial. Huh. You truly believe that things will go your way? What do you mean by that? My brother Prince Jin will be at your trial. And I do not doubt that he will lay all sorts of other charges against you. Shit. Prince Jin will? But why? It doesn't make sense. I've never done anything that should upset him, so why all of a sudden? Judging by how flustered Deputy Chief Go is, he clearly didn't expect this either. What is it you want from me, Your Highness? Something that will benefit you as well. You see, I value talent. Nah. I want you as my bodyguard. I want you under me. Guys like, nah, you know I'm on cult, right? Which is why I want to take you and the blood cult under my wing. Yeah, okay. The two have stopped speaking for a while now. They must be using that thing they call voice transmission to continue their conversation. Going off of what the prince said earlier, they must be making some sort of deal regarding the upcoming trial. This is quite the predicament you're in, Brother Bike. Good, then I'll give you the rest of the day to think about it. I hope you'll make the decision as beneficial to you and your blood cult. Shit. This was what I was hoping to avoid. What the heck did you two talk about? Nothing useful. Huh? I have a question for you, Brother Go. Where is Prince Gyeong staying? Prince Gyeong? You're kidding me. Did you forget why you were summoned here in the first place? Nah, I got my reasons. I will get them all to attack each other. You're not allowed to leave this place until the trial tomorrow, so please behave yourself. You're right. I'd forgotten. I will do as you say. Later that night. Yeah, I will do as you say. Sorry, Brother Go. The military commission residential quarters. Huh. I can't just sit around when I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. My brother will be at your trial. Prince Jin has a close relationship with the Warrior Federation and holds a special place in his heart for Taoism. Can't just kill him. What? I didn't say anything. Did you say something? Which is why he views sects like the Blood Cult as nothing more than heretics. He will participate in the trial to put as much pressure on you as possible. By bringing forth all manners of charges against you. And this is only the beginning. I wonder what kind of charges he can bring against me. What? To start a cult? I didn't start it. I'm just leader. You may not know this, but the Empire will soon be in turmoil. After the incident with the exalted Golden Emperor, the government formed a treaty with the Marim. They did what? And both sides agreed not to meddle in each other's affairs. But unlike the previous emperors who upheld this treaty, my brother Prince Jin wishes to deal with certain sections of the Marim that he deems to be a threat to the nation. And it seems that the Warrior Federation expects great things from him. As they've been backing my brother for a while now, it's almost as though they're certain that he will take the throne. Their attempt to maintain a favorable relationship with the crown is most likely in preparation for the future, not just for the immediate present. Which is why, if you and the Blood Cult choose to serve me, I promise that I will support you. However, you must first put an end to the Warrior Federation's impudence in supporting my brother. If you can do that, I will take the throne. And I will make the Warrior Federation disappear. After that, you will be free to do as you please. It's not a bad deal, right? We won't have to worry about the government with his support. Doesn't sound bad, but... And if the Warrior Federation is really using Prince Jin, then I don't think it's that simple. Nothing good has ever come of the Murm getting involved with the Empire. Did you already forget? Do you not remember what happened to the sects that worked with them? What do we do? Yeah, they just like kill us after we've done their dirty work. We've already been targeted by Prince Jin, and if we refuse, Prince Young might end up hating us too. And so doesn't matter. Huh? Have you grown cocky after becoming the blood god? How are you so calm by this? Because there's a third brother. Ah, wait, it's because you know something, don't you, from your past life? It's the whole reason why I'm doing this. After all, neither of them will be the one to rise to the throne. Big Yang. Prince Jin's quarter. Prince Jin, I'm here for the scheduled report. Keep it short. Prince Gyong has returned to his quarters and is hosting another drinking party. Again, even though he already drank earlier today. Yo, is he faking it? They think he's not a threat, so he like pretends to be drinking all night and stuff. They're like, yay, can't believe how much he's enjoying himself despite our father being sick. Is there no thought left in that head of his? Brother, you are the least worthy of us three to take the throne. Prince Gyong. I don't remember inviting any guests. Wait. Oh no, do you still have the makeup on? No, okay, he still has his mask. It's like, bro, did he just... Wait, are you sure you are remembering things correctly? I'm positive. This drunk bum really becomes the next emperor. I guess he's not faking it. 3 princes of the empire, Prince Gyong. Who are you? I'm the leader of the blood cult. I came here seeking an audience. But you... An alleged criminal came to visit my quarters this late at night, even though he has a trial coming up tomorrow. I commend your bravery. Now be gone. I'm in a good mood, so be grateful that I'm allowing you to leave in peace. I'm afraid I can't do that, considering what's waiting for me tomorrow. I only need but a moment of your time. Final warning, don't cross that line. You don't think you can get away with trying a prince's patience, do you? It's like, wait, you think these guys are going to stop me? You were saying, what did you just do? I put him to sleep. Now, if you don't mind, could I have a word? Yo, that is like super badass though. Hey, if you don't mind, like, get the ladies to leave and we'll have a word, okay? You know what? They can stay, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I can make them sleep, just... yeah, we caught up with the series. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video. Hype it. Patreon. YouTube memes. All that shit. For now, we're ending it on chapter episode 156. See you guys next time. Bye bye.